What's up everybody? So today's video, Mike and I have a lot on our plate. We are putting the Nismo 370Z 100% back to the stock form. I'm going a much different route with the vehicle, but in the meantime we have the Tacoma loaded up with the stock wheels, exhaust, intake, stock suspension, and we're gonna basically start with the front end, get the whole front disassembled, front bumper off, put that back to stock, and then work on the rear. So anyway guys, we'll set up the time lapse. Let's get rolling. So we're a quarter of the way done, got the whole front end disassembled, intake, wheels, and coilovers. So just to show you, we have the AAM cold air intake, that will be for sale. The BC Racing coilovers are for sale. The AAM resonated short tails are for sale. And the cats have already been sold. The Vossen wheels will be for sale. They don't need to go. I love them and they have brand new, really nice tires. But I'll still have a price for them in the description below. Check all that stuff out. So now the easy part really, just putting all the stock stuff back on the front end and then onto the rear. So the front end of the car is all complete. The stock intake's back on, suspension and the wheels. Just turning the car around, I feel like I was like leaning so far back because the rear end is so much lower than the front. But yeah, front end is back to stock. Onto the rear, this should be a lot easier. Kind of funny right now to just take a look at this wheel gap up front. Look at this, that is ridiculous. Although right now we're really squatting in the rear, that's pretty funny. Alright, so there we go, the 370 is back to the stock form, and once again, so we got the BC Racing coilovers all cleaned up. Those are ready for sale. I have the price for those in the description below. Then we got the resonated short tails. I'll polish up those tips. Those are also for sale, price in the description. And then the AAM cold air intake, which seriously, all these parts together really made this car quite awesome. So definitely awesome parts. And I will have pricing for the wheels if you're interested, but those don't need to go. I can still use them because I really do like them. So now let's see how this car sounds. Already it's like getting into a truck.
Oh yeah?
Look at all this ground clearing. This is crazy.
Well, let's hear it. Oh, that is too quiet. That is too quiet.
What in the world?
Too quiet.
That is not good.
Well,
it's like a truck and it's quiet. This is weird. Alright, well, time to go drive around real quick to see what it's like. I haven't driven it with this stock suspension actually ever because it had the shipping spacers when I bought it, so we'll drive it around and then wrap up the video. Alright guys, so we are now driving in the Z. I haven't driven this bone stock in a long time. Obviously, it's so quiet and really feels high off the ground and kind of smooth, so it's kind of nice the way it feels. So just driving now, like doing this, the car, it feels so weird the way it is now. Like with the coilovers, the wider tires and everything, it was so much more planted. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. It feels weird that it's not the way it used to be.
You're making the car behind you get farther from you.
Yeah.
If you're ever tailgating, just do that a couple times with a wheel.
I don't know, like it's hard to describe. I don't know. It feels weird. It doesn't feel as performance oriented and as good now that it's back to stock. So I will say, if you guys are looking at parts, you know, those coilovers, they're better than stock. And oh, this is so weird because this morning this thing was loud. It was stiff feeling. It was like a sports car, and now it's like kind of just, I don't know. It's weird. It's really weird. Back to a turn. I mean, getting used to the car again. I mean, seriously, this is an impressively good handling vehicle. It's just not nearly as tight as it was. So we'll accelerate now. I mean, that gets to 60 quickly, but alright, so I think we're wrapping up the video. The car is back to stock. It's quiet. It's not as awesome as it was. But I have some pretty cool plans in the future you guys will see. The next video you will see with this car is my 1-year ownership update. I've had this car now for almost 1 year. So I'll make a video on that and then let you in on a little bit of what's going to happen. Anyway, guys, that is the end of the video. So thank y'all for watching, and we'll see you all next video. Okay, it's still a pretty fun car.